Next up, we have Ibrahim. He's come from a world where he used to program robots, humanoid robots, to play football, and then doing big data analysis, and now he's going to help you supercharge your games with YouTube. So please welcome Ibrahim.
I think everyone here likes the free goodie giveaways, right? So I'm happy to, before starting my presentation, I'm happy to here to announce that you get a YouTube. You get a YouTube. Everyone gets a YouTube in this audience. It's great, right? So it's good to actually see that you are still like bright and you're still good in the afternoon. And I'm Ibrahim Ulukaya from the New York City office, from the YouTube API Developer Relations team. And today we'll see like some great videos from YouTube. So let's talk about why you should use YouTube. And then we'll go through the why you should use YouTube APIs. And in the third phase, we'll talk about the different developer ecosystems. We'll talk about all the different verticals we support. And we'll see how your actual games or your apps can play with YouTube. And what are the actual opportunities you can take from there. And I'm sure we'll have some time for Q&A. If not, I'll be around. And if there's something we want to dig deeper, we can even book meetings tomorrow as well. So YouTube, besides being the world's major video sharing platform, did you also guys know that it's the second biggest search engine on the web? 1 billion users, unique users, visit YouTube each month. And those users actually see 6 billion hours of video. They watch 6 billion hours of video each month. I always blame the cat videos. Can we? What about the mobile? Like right now, we see that 25% of the traffic is coming from the mobile, and it's growing like rapidly. Can we still blame the cat videos or the cats? They are getting clever, right? So why should you use YouTube? If you don't have a channel in YouTube, you don't have like a presence. But you can actually make videos with almost no budget. And you don't even have to make content to become popular. Your players share the videos, and you can share those videos as well. And what are your goals should be on YouTube? You can actually raise awareness or make your games go viral. You can even raise revenue from there. You can research and support users. You can actually get feedback from your users. And this was actually research done in 2011. And I'm sure the number is growing up higher from there even. And they asked like the people who play video games more than 7 hours a week, and from ages from 13 to 35. And they said 95% of them said they're actually watching the video game videos on YouTube as well. And what about YouTube APIs? So nowadays, the YouTube API is almost equal to YouTube. You can do almost everything you do on YouTube through the YouTube APIs as well. And when your app plays with the YouTube APIs, it creates awesomeness. And it was like pretty much a warm-up. And let's go about the developer ecosystem. So we divided the developer ecosystem into 4. And we'll talk about each developer ecosystem with its APIs and the examples coming from there. I will actually see that what are the related topics for the game developers here. The first vertical is the creation. The creation is the creation of the content, uploading a new content on YouTube, basically. And the second one is the discovery, which actually you are finding new videos. You are actually sharing those videos with your gamers. And the third one is analytics. You are checking out how your videos are doing, how your channels are, like how much popular they are on YouTube. And you can even use promotions. You can promote your apps. You can promote your channels through YouTube. And the fourth one is the content management. In this site, you can actually get revenue from there. let's start with the creation. I'm sure most of people are already familiar with this game, the FIFA game. And in the 2013 version, they implemented a one-click share to YouTube. So when the user is like playing the game, he is actually just want to share to YouTube from the replay, they can just click one button without leaving the game. They can share those replay to the YouTube right away. So they can show it to their friends how they played the game. They can show it to other people. Other people can just get interested. And your game gets more popular once the people like show these videos. And we always like saw that one of the really good ways to get the games popular is word of mouth. So you are looking for a new game to play, or your friend just comes to you and says that, oh, I found a really nice game, like you want to check it out? And one really easy way to check it out the game is just going to YouTube and see those like footages and see those replays and see how the game is going. Is it like something that you're really interested in? Or even those moments that you are like stuck in one level. You are playing the Angry Bird and you couldn't find like how to pass that level. And you are looking for like a solution rather than giving up the game. You can just go to YouTube and find someone who played the same level. And your gamer actually just goes and maybe just finds that and gets happy and like keeps playing the game from there. And for the APIs, how they use these APIs and how they implement this. One of the major APIs we have is the data API. Data API is like where you're actually getting all the content from YouTube or putting like new content over there. You actually get all the metadata. You search new content, new videos. And don't take it about the code. It's just a messy Java code here. But all I want to say is in the last two lines, I'm just creating a video insert request and then executing it. And that's all about it, to insert a video on YouTube. And you can do it through like different libraries, different languages as well. And all the code here actually will be, all the presentation will be shared, so don't tackle on the code or anything else. And they're all available in our developer website as well as on GitHub open source. I actually want to share something quick on like a data API. So this is our Google API Explorer. I'm sure if you guys are already using the APIs, you've seen this one, that you don't have to actually implement everything. You can actually just try the APIs from this console easily. Or even if you want to change a parameter or something else, you can just go here and check out the parameter. Let me try to get like, so here we just want to get like the metadata. We just want 10 results. All I want to do is actually create a search request, just searching videos on YouTube. So I want to just like see the videos on YouTube API with the query, and I want only videos in my result. And I'm executing this request, and da-da. We have like some videos from the YouTube API overview and anything about YouTube APIs and from Google developers as well. So let's get back to the presentation. And besides you share those videos, you actually want to also like play back those videos inside your games. So you can actually use the in-game video playbacks. On Android, we have the Android Player API, which is super easy to just implement the player view and create the listener. Just implement this listener, and you have the video inside your app without leaving your app. And iOS and other platforms, we support the iframe player. You actually show the video inside the iframe. I will actually come to that in the next presentations, in the actual next slides. And one of the actually examples here was EveryPlay. EveryPlay created a platform that if people don't want to go have the resources to implement all the YouTube APIs and upload, they actually create a middle layer that using their platform or their API, you can just easily share your content on YouTube right away. This was like one of the games they played and showed from there to Bad Piggies. And I will show you guys how they actually do that. So they're actually getting the audio and video frames from the gameplay with Unity. And they are packaged them with the WebM encoder. They are using the VP8 for video encoding and Vorbis for the audio encoding. and they are packaging into like a video file. And from that video file, they are uploading it with YouTube APIs to YouTube. So if you don't have the resources to implement this framework, you can actually use their API as well. And one painful thing that we always hear from our developers is the authorization part, because people, like once they want to upload some content, they need to go authorize and upload to their own account. And we made it like really easy to authorize. You have like two options going either to the secured OAuth 2 or the Google Plus sign-in as well. On Android, we support the Google account credential. You just create the Google account credential and say that you are using OAuth 2, and it handles all the authorization for you. You don't have to save any passwords or usernames as well. And iOS, we have the OAuth 2 controller touch, and just like having this only one line, you're actually get away with OAuth 2. And how many people here still remembers this photo or this video? Wow, almost everyone. So this was the Red Bull Stratos jump. And this was actually sent with the YouTube Live platform. And YouTube Live is getting like really popular nowadays, as we recently opened up the YouTube live streaming capabilities to almost everyone. And it's getting really popular between the game developers, because they want to actually share, they want to let their gamers to share their content right away as a live stream. One of the early launch partners from there was Elgato. They created like a box, basically an HDMI capture box. So they're just getting an HDMI input from any console, any game platform, even from like mobile devices. And they are using the YouTube APIs, to YouTube live streaming API, basically. And from there, they are started sending all the live streaming frames to the YouTube platform. And people can just watch from there. Another example was like the XSplit. They created like as a software solution rather than the hardware solution. And people can just go from their computer and just do the authorization and create like the settings from there. And once they click the start stream, voila, and it goes to the YouTube from there. They start streaming live to YouTube. So how did they do that? They use the YouTube live streaming API. There are like few terminologies here. That one is the broadcast, the event. This is the event address on YouTube. And there is stream. The stream is coming from your device. And once you bind it, your stream, your device's like frames show up in the event on the YouTube website. And we made it like this flexible that you can actually change use few different streams into the event. So without changing the event address or the YouTube watch page, you can actually put in like different streams. And if you're a content partner, you can actually put Q points, which are in-stream ads. So you can put advertisement inside those live streams as well. And the coding is like really similar if you are using like one of those helper libraries. You just set a title, end time, start time, putting its privacy selections, and just inserting the live broadcast. One of the things I actually want to talk about was YouTube Direct Lite. So that can be actually really helpful. You want to actually have your gamers upload their content, but you want to actually share those content too. So YouTube Direct Lite makes it available to get either feedback or get shared content uploaded into your playlist. So they still technically upload their own accounts, but if you have give a playlist ID, all those videos come to your playlist. And from an easy tool, you can actually moderate all these videos from that tool as well. Cool. So it looks like really easy on this one. I will show the mobile versions as well, that people just can upload their platforms, or if they have they have some videos they can submit. And I wasn't authorized, so it will fail. But then you moderate those videos. It comes to an easy moderation website for you, and you can click which videos you are interested in. So you can accept or reject those videos and embed the whole playlist into your own website or into your app, and all those playlists actually starts playing inside your app or wherever you embedded it. There you go. And I have like some playlist. I see like some pending videos and I approve them. If I approve them, they actually come here and they actually come to my playlist, or I can just reject them. So like if there's a video that I'm not interested in, I can easily get away with. And I created like an Android and an iOS version for this one. So it actually, you can either use that, they're all open source, you can change it. Also, they have like the best practices for using the YouTube APIs under Android and iOS platform. It's like the whole, most of the YouTube APIs are uploading, showing new content, playing new content. So if you're like starting to use YouTube APIs, I encourage you to go there and check out these examples and use the code even from there. They're all under open source under our GitHub channel, github.com/YouTube. So we talked about the main creator side. Let's talk about a little bit of the discovery part.
Wouldn't it be amazing if Google could understand that the words that you use when you're doing a search, well, they aren't just words. They refer to real things in the world. That a building is a building, and an animal is an animal, and that they're not just random strings of characters. If we can understand that those words are talking about those real world things, then we can do a better job of getting you just the content that you want off the web.
The way Google is trying to build information about real-world connections is by building a knowledge graph. The knowledge graph is about collecting information about objects in the real world. The object could be a person, could be a book, could be a movie, and many other types of things. For example, for a famous person, we collect relevant data about them, such as their date of birth or how tall they are. We can also connect that person to closely related objects in the knowledge graph.
Let's say you're interested.
Actually, we can cut it short a little bit here. And so Google already have the good knowledge graph. So how can we use it on YouTube? Like when we are looking to find like some videos related to us, or we are just trying to find videos related to our own game or any other topic. So rather than just giving a query, we can actually use those queries to go to Freebase API and get the most related topics from those Freebase API, from the knowledge graph. And once we have the ID, we can actually put those ID into our YouTube search rather than putting the query just as I did before as a YouTube API. Now I can just say YouTube API, find the related topic, and put the topic ID here. And this way, I will get the videos that are really related to that topic, not only the query I tell. And I actually kind of like breaking the rules a little bit here. So I had like a different example before, but we are doing like a new YouTube dev channel, and I had like some examples for that. They're actually still kind of in development phase, but why not show them? So this is one of the places I was like playing with the YouTube topic API. So let's say I was like interested on FIFA. So when I say FIFA, FIFA could be like I'm just going to the YouTube topic API. I see it is like the football federation, football association, or is it the game, or is it that's the World Cup? Like if I search on the YouTube, it could be like coming results from each one of them. But when I search with the topic API, then I have the videos that are related to only for that event. So actually, let's see. And let's say maybe the game series. Then I will have like the videos that are related to game series for the FIFA game series rather than the FIFA World Cup. And I said you can actually use the iframe player for different things. Like one of the developers used the iframe player just to create like a whole instrument learning app. But you can actually create like a whole game just playing with YouTube videos, or you can embed those videos in different ways. different like really fancy ways to get like actually put into like a gaming platform. And it's really easy using the iframe player API. iframe player API is just you create like you put the JavaScript in. I mean you create and then you just say that you want to create the YouTube player. You put the parameters, and then you will have the player easily. I will show you in a live demo here. So all I had was just like creating the YouTube iframe API, and I said the player, is height, is width, and just the video I need. And once I create it, there you go. I have like the video player. You can actually put it as an iframe inside your app, inside your game, and everywhere else. And we talked about creation and discovery so far. Let's talk about the analytics. Analytics is the part that you actually, when you use the data API, you get like the major statistics, like how many likes, how many people see it. But if you want to go to deep analytics, you want to go like get geographic data, or you want to get like how many users from which ages actually seen those videos, then you can actually use the analytics. Or you want to promote your app or your game from there. That's not really actually correlated with the game, but it was like one of the music industry. They played like with the analytics API. And the next big sound actually created a nice app. It's almost like a game actually, I want to tell. That you actually want to play with your analytics. You just click all the, if you are like tracking with like different music artists, record labels, you want to actually get like how they are doing. They want to predict how will the next record, next label, next song will sell, or how much will it be popular. So they track through like different social media, and one of them is YouTube. And they see like their video views, the people's interaction through that, how's the channel popular, and their like comments and everything from there. Another was like audience analytics, like Tubular did like this way. They're actually getting all the analytics data for different channels they are managing, and they made it like a really easy, slick platform. And they use the analytics API. Basically, in the analytics API, we have different dimensions you can actually get data from. The metrics that you want to get the data from different metrics. You have filters, you can filter data, and you will get a report from there. And actually, I will want to show like one easy demo I created from there with using the analytics API. Like you can actually just, you don't need to create a demo, but you can actually get all the data easily. So I was getting like around the times that Google I/O, I was getting all the what are the most popular videos for each continent, and like the total views from each continent for those videos. I was getting for like different days. I guess they go like change for different days as well. And we talk about a little bit on the analytics, and let's finish up with the enterprise or the content management side. Now you have like videos rather than just making your games popular. Since you have like the game owner, you have like some content from there, you have some rights, and you can actually even raise revenue out of all those uploads. And you can actually, on that side, you can use the Content ID platform rather than tracking it with like one by one. You can use an API to track everything from there. Zephyr was one of the actual apps that using the Content ID platform. They create an app like this that you can actually just easily see all the things that are like related to your content, and you can monetize all this content from here. And for that, they use the Content ID API. With the Content ID API, you manage the content owners. If you are the content owner of that channel or all that product, you can actually upload videos on behalf of that channel. You can claim content and manage advertising and revenue generating options from there. Here was an easy example. And before I was uploading just a video to like one channel. Now I'm uploading a video on behalf of some content owner to another channel that I already manage. And that was like 4 different verticals we talked today. the creation side was uploading or seeing other videos from there. It was actually where you want to upload videos. And on the discovery side, we talked a little bit about how you can find the related videos or show in-game videos to your gamers. On the analytics side, we talked about how you can actually get more deep analytics, or you can promote your own data or content. And in the content management and last vertical, we talked about how you can actually create revenue in a programmatic way rather than doing it like one by one. And here are like few links that I want to share. Our website will be, hopefully will be like totally renewed in a week or two. That will be like a great website. I already showed like some preview for you guys. This is on youtube.com/dev. And we have an API blog. We share like the new things that are coming or changing on the API blog.youtube.com. We have the Google Plus and Twitter accounts as well. And you can also get more detailed documentation from the developers.google.com/YouTube.